Welcome back, everybody. It's Jeff again with J&K Stay in Vegas with another episode of Walk with Jeff. This time I have a very big treat for you. We are way out in Lake Las Vegas. No, this isn't Lake Mead. This is Lake Las Vegas. There's a village, there's a Hilton, there's a West End. We're going to explore a little bit, tell you a little bit more about it, and have a nice 30-minute walk around Lake Las Vegas. And if you should make the time to make the journey, I should say, all the way out here. So without further ado, let's get our timer going. And there it is. Hopefully you can see it. We're on the top level of parking garage. See all the building they're doing around here. They've been building around Lake Las Vegas for a number of years. In fact, if you just saw my latest real estate post, there was a little video of me in front of Lake Las Vegas showing a home. So yeah, this isn't very interesting because it's just grody stairs, but we will get to it. Because I wanted to show you, this is where you come in. You'll see the signs here for Hilton. You just take this pathway down here. You can tell kind of the age of here. That's at the event center down there. But a lot of weddings happen out here. It's really gorgeous. Today is a weird day. A little monsoonal action going on. So we've had a little bit of rain. But you can tell how pretty this would be for pictures and everything. Going to end up going down here a little bit, show you what's down there, as well as the lake itself. Hilton is right over here. And there's your coffee. Now, if I'm a little quieter than normal, you'll know why, because there's not a lot of people around here. Let's turn down here. It's the back side of the Perfect Pause. Here's the whole hotel over here. This area's had a bunch of lawsuits in the past and a lot of drama with it. You can look it up on the interwebs. But there's people that come out here. There's actually condos in this area. Of course, there's a lot of homes, which you saw in that other video. And it's a kind of a place to stay in Vegas without having to deal with Vegas, right? Really nice areas out here. This Sonisa Grill, have eaten here before. It's actually pretty good food. There's that Perfect Pause, Luxury Pet Boutique, Lake Las Vegas. I'm sure they're really inexpensive. The lake is right over there, but I'm going to save that for a little bit.
No one can tell you, like, if you never stopped it, like, I would just have to say.
Even got a UPS store over here. So, as it weren't abundantly apparent, this is a Saturday afternoon. Granted, it's pretty hot and sticky, but when I came out here for the very first time in well, I think right after the pandemic, it was like this. And I thought, oh, geez, stores are still reopening after, the whole situation. And then came back and it was kind of like this. And now I'm back here again and it's more like this, including this Vino del Lago. And they're closed. There's a ladder in there. I don't know if they're remodeling. The solar store. I can't tell if that's still open or not. So this just has random Halloween decorations in there. So then you think to yourself, oh wow, look at this casino here. Kind of reminds you of a Sunset Station, maybe a little bit of Green Valley. Yeah, unfortunately, this is a shuttered casino, and not because of the whole 2020 thing. It actually has been closed since 2013, October specifically of 2013. And yeah, ran into financial troubles. They came out of the 2008 whole, housing market and credit thing and all that, and they said, we will not fail. Famous last words. So let me show you what's up here before we head down this way. It is a very, very nice area. See all the flowers here. They do have concerts out by the lake. So there's definitely entertainment here. But it is really humid today. You can see those dark clouds over there. In fact, I didn't even know if I was going to even get a good video in because I thought it was going to be raining. In fact, it did rain a little bit on me on the way over here. So yeah, over there's like luxury homes / condos, guard gated. And we'll head back down. Fountain's empty though. So unfortunately, since the last time I was here, there are not any more businesses open. In fact, as you saw, there's probably a couple more that have actually closed. But as far as living out here, a lot of people love retiring out here. I have had some clients that were almost pulled the trigger on something out here. They have 55 and older communities as well. And it's a nice quiet area to live in. You got the speakeasy here, libations, gambling, and tobacco. 21 and older. The pub is over here. They're doing whatever they can to attract business with like happy hours and daily specials. Before we go, actually, let's go this way first. I think it goes through. If it doesn't, we'll turn around. A boutique shop here. And they even have some public restrooms over here. So this is says timeless moments. And looks like by appointment only, kind of like a Tivoli Village, where they don't get a lot of business, so they do appointments only. So it probably costs them too much just to stay open all the time. A nail salon here. So if you are staying out here, they do have some, things that you can do. And we'll see if there's actually a live entertainment schedule down here, a current one. So this is the back side of that Sunisa. Some of their specials they have here too. Let's go down and around and go back up that other little mini street, but we can catch a glimpse of Lake Las Vegas here. So a lot of those out there are condos. In fact, a lot of people own them so that they can have as Airbnbs when they're not visiting Las Vegas. Probably online, if you just even did a generalized search for Las Vegas, you're going to see more than likely the view of this right here. Seems like every picture you see online is a picture of this archway with the condos going across it, and then you've got different buildings across the way, as you can see there. But you can barely see it way down there. Oops, I got the wrong one on here. Way down there is the emergency wash that when we do get rain, and even a little bit of rain comes in, and will dump into here. There's also a feed from Lake Mead as well. This is a man-made lake. And this is the area where they have that live entertainment too. Let's see if they have, might have to Google it, but maybe they've got a thing over here of what is happening. But yeah, you can sit out here, watch a band play, enjoy the cool air, especially during the fall. Oh my God, this is amazing. So here's another closure, unfortunately, the Tokyo Social House. And it says right there, fully built out restaurant available. Ristorante Pizzeria. I have tried this place as well. Actually, really good food there. Pasta Lab. Hair Couture. You can buy a golf cart over here. Makes sense for the area. And this is the other side of that Once Upon Nail Salon. Open Wednesday through Saturday, 9 to 7, Sunday 9 to 5. Mrs. Coco. Coffee, tea, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Let's see what they got here. See if my shadow gets out of the way, though. Don't want to get a copyright here, but here is some of the things they have on offer. Paninis, wraps, toasts, salads. That's where the Shuttered Casino is. There isn't a way to get around to this other side, so we're going to head back down this way. Show you what else is over here. Let's give you a different perspective over here. Looks like a cool little place, as Miss Coco's. Coffee and Tea House. Check it out if you're ever out here. Speaking of which, so you might be thinking, how long does it take to get out here from the Strip? Takes about, Google will say 30 minutes. There are, once you get off of the 215 and our 95 or 11 freeway, it turns into Lake Mead Boulevard, and there are lights and lights and lights, and you can go 55 on those roads. But unfortunately, like you've probably heard me say before about our wonderful Vegas lights, they aren't timed too well. So you get up to speed and then you stop again. So if you want to come out here, I would give yourself 45 minutes. It probably won't take you 45, but if you want to come out here for said concert right there, or just come out here and check things out, I would give yourself 45 minutes. But yeah, this Italian restaurant is actually really good. I'm sure in the fall they'll probably pick up a lot. But regardless, though, this again is a Saturday afternoon. Should be a lot busier. But like I said, over the just a few years that I've been coming and visiting out here, it's always been kind of like this, unfortunately. I'll show you what this is right over here. It's Mimi and Coco Bistro. Check it out in a minute. But if you can if I can talk, it's my first language, which is English, but apparently not. If you guys like these Walk with Jeff's episodes, please leave me a comment below. It helps the algorithm, and it tells YouTube that you like these videos and our content. It's the best way to support us, just by leaving a comment and thumbs up the video, of course. But yeah, it just ends with the parking lot over here. We're going to turn around and go see the other side here. But I at least wanted to show you. I haven't explored every nook and cranny of this area, so things are new to me as well. So I'm kind of taking you along for the ride, so to speak. Oh, that's what I didn't mention. I was looking there. Lake Las Vegas Water Sports. I believe that is still in business. I think where you can rent paddle boats and things like that. If you've been anywhere out here, please also let me know if one of these restaurants you actually like coming to. De Remo, breakfast and lunch, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Yeah, this is the grocery store down here. In case you're wondering if you'd be able to get groceries or whatnot. I was in here the last time, and small little store.
You figure the grass would be good just
Carry area and Sprite for a limited time. It'll take away you can escape it at this moment.
So not a big store, but you know, got all the necessities, snacks and things. It's really hot, so it feels really good in here today. It's a nice look at.
Listen on Spotify or wherever.
Yeah, check out this beautiful lakeside here. All those, they're still building onto those down there. Gated communities. As you can imagine, pretty expensive to live out here. So you have to really want the peace and quiet and to have Las Vegas just in their rear view window, so to speak. This down here says homeowner access only. There are a lot of different builders that are out here as well. everybody from Lennar, D.R. Horton, Del Webb, Toll Brothers. Toll Brothers is a really nice builder. Let's take a look. Go down this way. I can't even talk that loud because there's hardly any people here. Look, it's all empty. There's more birds out here than there are people. This is the other side of that Mimi and Coco Bistro. And it is open. And then they got another little restaurant next to that. I think it's a little dessert place. Bella Linda. Milkshakes, banana splits, crepes. All sounds good. Coffees, of course. No pets. So yeah, that's over here. Shaved ice too. Nice. But yeah, I'm sure you've seen that in a lot of pictures here. Or at least, like I said, Google searching Las Vegas. And even though this is Lake Las Vegas, you'll find that this is a pretty famous picture right here. And it's actually really cool to come out here and visit. Have these festival lights all here at nighttime. And they've already taken off 4 businesses off this, but those are the businesses that are operating. And we're just down there at that Caesar's Market grocery. Let's head over here. Again, let me know in the comments below if you've stayed here or not. I know a few people that have. There is a Westin here as well as the Hilton. Pretty easy walkable in this area, even though this is literally built on a hill. You have just a couple of steps, and then you go up another elevation and a couple more steps, so on and so forth. It's a shame that the water feature isn't here anymore. That would have looked nice and pretty. And that's where we came from over there. And this is the outside of the Sonorisa Grill, a Mexican food restaurant. And you have a nice map here to tell you where everything is. A lot of these are not here, unfortunately. The pub, that's where I had some of those football specials on the corner over there. But that Pizza Mania isn't here anymore, and a few of the other places. But so if there's something you see on Google that you want to check out here, make sure it is still in business. Yeah, and that doesn't have water in it either. They just put plants in there. Still looks pretty though. And another quicker way, if you were staying down on Fremont Street, it is a little bit quicker to get down here because our 95/11 takes right off from Fremont Street, keeps you on the east side of town, and will get you over in this area. Stay tuned to our channel because I have another Movie Mondays. This time we're going to be out here in Henderson, specifically Cadence. You've probably heard of that if you've ever been interested in moving out here. That'll be coming up in a future Movie Monday episode. And there's that wash over there we saw from down below. actually see part of the water coming in right now. We've had some rain here. Kind of partly cloudy skies. I'd say partly sunny, actually. But yeah, they had big plans for this, and it was caught up in lawsuits and all this other stuff. I think this chapel is still open. But it almost, I mean, it looks abandoned, unfortunately. Get some great views over here. See where we just were. How pretty is that? You can see over there, they're cutting into the side of the mountain to build probably some very big homes. If you'd like to buy a very big home, just hit up Jeff, your 5-star rated Google realtor here in Las Vegas. Hey, I had to throw it in. Yeah, how pretty is that? But you can see though, like, there are a few of the businesses that are built out, but look, this looks like it used to be a business, but it's all open now. This looks like it was a business, or was going to be a business at one point. You can actually see where they built up here, and now it's been taken out. I guess they figure better to be open and airy. Anybody wants to do really large events, of course, though, not exactly keeping it up. The ceiling tile has seen better days with all the moisture out here. And come out this other side, and then again, these are private residences over here. They have a few different buildings, and you can see way over there some of the other communities I was talking about, those other builders like Del Webb and everything. Del Webb typically is a 55 and older community, and we've done Del Webb Summerlin. We'll eventually get to Del Webb out here in Anthem, which is kind of right next to Henderson. That'll all be coming up on our Movie Monday episodes. So you'll definitely want to subscribe for that in case you want to move out here, or you want to move somewhere else in the Las Vegas Valley. But these Walk with Jeffs kind of give you an idea of just pretty much everywhere around Las Vegas. And you've probably heard of these places like Lake Las Vegas, and you go like, yeah, I've seen pictures of it, I just don't know anything about it or what it looks like. Well, this is the video for you. And as far as this section goes, not a lot to see. It kind of reminds me of those abandoned mall videos you'll see every now and then pop up on your YouTube feed. Oh, maybe it's just me. They're quite interesting when there's nobody around, and this definitely reminds me of that. Also has the same Tivoli Village vibe, but at least Tivoli Village up there in Summerlin is doing pretty good. That's the view we had just earlier. So it's like there were these buildings like this here that were down here, but they took them out for whatever reason. La Cappella di Amore. I have a feeling that's probably like a banquet room for the chapel. So the chapel's there, and right across the way is that. So that would make sense. You could come out here and get married, take some great pictures. and then enjoy a dinner at the Mexican food restaurant like Ceniza's or the Ristorante, the Italian restaurant as well. And then coming back into this like courtyard area here. At least this fountain is going here. At least looks nice and pretty. Look really good, obviously for those wedding pictures. So yeah. And this, again, is the Hilton, so you can stay out here, like I was saying earlier. And just like that, our 30-minute walk is done already. So everybody, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to J&K Stay in Vegas. Take it one step further. Turn on those bell notifications. That'll alert you to all these videos, including our live streams, which you do on Saturday nights. All right, everybody, from Lake Las Vegas, stay safe and stay silly. Bye-bye, everybody.